Hey, good people, what's going on? I am actually doing one after another list. I know it can get a little boring, but I'm feeling a little bit like, let's finish up this list, then I'll do the individual reviews and perhaps I'll finish all the work. So I have quite a few fragrances to do individually, but let me do, let's say, second last list. I have one more list coming up. That would be a house talk. That would be actually a house of Polo fragrances. But today I'm going to do an updated video which I did about 11 months ago. I think last top 20 designer fragrance of all time 2019, and this year almost is ending, so it's kind of like a update on that list. Okay, so I'll call this an updated top 20 list. So a lot of new fragrances came in, so which ones actually I feel in my world are some of the best fragrances in the designer game. Okay, and I have picked up based on my liking and based on my compliments, based on the performance, and sometimes different category, like some powerhouses, some freshies, some all year round, you know what I mean. And some of the fragrances from past list won't make it, so this is what's that's the interesting part of doing this list. All right, so I hope you become stay patient with me because it might take a little bit longer time than usual. Just I'm going to show you some of the best designer fragrances I have in my collection, and only full bottles. But I have done some cheating. I have done severe cheating this time. I'm going to show some once in a while. Some of the entries gonna be like a tie, okay? And these ties, include um, if you add them all, they include become more than 20. So kind of cheating, but I am gonna tell you why I did that. So let's start without any, let's say, category, like let's say any rating. It's not from 20 to 1. Like yesterday I did Creed. I hope you guys watched it, and hope you enjoyed it. So this episode is gonna be no rating. It's all equally good in my world. Okay, they are all special. So I'm going to show you one by one. Let's see what you get. All right, my suggestion is go try this fragrance out if you never did. So I'm gonna start with, oh sorry, I have honorable mentions. I totally forgot. Ish. So first honorable mention, I'm going to show you a fragrance. This you cannot find it. This is honorable mention because it's very rare to find. You can still find like a second formulation, but the very first formulation you cannot find. But this remains as one of my masterpiece, most closest to the heart kind of fragrance. This is LIDGE L'Instant de Guerlain Extreme. This is the dark Regis bottle, and this I really cherish this juice. This is very potent, kind of like cacao, bitter cacao, and it gets very sexy on the dry and very masculine scent. They have a first reform, which this bottle comes as kind of like transparent. Then after that they have this tall new bottle. You can also try that, but I think this is the best version of it. So this is honorable mention because very hard to find. Second honorable mention is another discontinued gem, but you can still find for very good pricing online. This is Fendi Assoluto. I have the regular Fendi. I have to try the aqua or the blue one, but this I think is the one that has the most complexity, booziness, spices. If you do like spice bomb, if you like Dior intense, it's a mix of both that, and it's really masculine. This juice and the bottle, it's like unique in the game. Fendi Assoluto. I'll write down the names. I'm sorry. So I'll go from just randomly I put them. So do not think like I put according to order. Okay, all of them are good. So I'll go from bottom right side. First one I'm going to show you is Dunhill Icon. This fragrance perhaps is one of my most favorite fragrance of all time. That pepper, neroli, petit grain, and the masculinity, the sheer like uniqueness of this perfume. People compare this a lot with another fragrance I'll show you in a bit, but this fragrance stands on its own, and the fragrance bottle is something else. It's just lovely. My bottle is almost finished here. I have a backup bottle, full bottle, so I do not worry. So this is the best of this line in my humble opinion. They have 3 or 4 others, but I think 3 others probably. Yeah, the golden, the black, and the racing. I also have the racing, but none of them beats this one. Okay, so Dunhill Icon is my first pick for top 20 designer end of the year updated list. Number 2, here we go. Cheating starts, but actually if you see the entries, you will understand it's not cheating. They make sense if you see them. My second entry is Dolce & Gabbana The One, and I picked up both the One EDT and the EDP. The reason being, I love them both. Sometimes back I made a comparison video, but what I really feel like I never fell out of love with either one. In the summertime, go for the EDT. It's a very like beast mode projector. In the high heat, it really lasts and projects on me. and the cold weather, the EDP does its magic. So both these fragrances are really beautiful. I really personally love the EDT bottle a little bit more. Really lovely juice colored. You get a lot of tropical fruit punch, cigar, amber. You get kind of like a grapefruit zest, like spicy grapefruit. So these two are really magical. Some of the best fragrances Dolce & Gabbana ever produced. Okay, the one EDT and EDP. Number 3, second cheat. I wanted to put them separate, but they are both. I fell in love with both. These are House of Prada. Prada Amber Purum. Prada Amber Purum with the metallic, what it called, plate in front. I really find this bottle something else. The juice color is just lovely. And then Prada L'homme. And at first I was not impressed with it, but over the years I fell in love with it. How much it served me. This is my second bottle. It's just clean, pure iris, easier to wear. This is a little bit more masculine and spicy. But I personally, if you ask me over these two, I'll go for Prada Amber. I favor it a little bit more because this is something from a different level, okay? Yeah, this is like Mark says this smells like very high-end 5-star hotel, like a bar of soap or something, and this is really luxurious. And this is also posh, but Prada Amber Purum, Prada L'homme are my third pick. So number 4 is a fragrance no tie. This is a fragrance, this house, Narciso Rodriguez. I do not have so many fragrances that I reviewed. I did only handful. But this is one fragrance I never could let go of. This fragrance is so lovely. If you talk about musk, this is niche quality musk kind of fragrance for designer price. I always love this during the winter. This is Narciso Rodriguez for him, EDP. Okay, there's a musk version, but these bottles are, my God, stunning beauty. Just looks like Dolce & Gabbana, but they painted the whole thing. Even the women's perfumes are really nice. So this is one perfume you really need to try. Very strong longevity and projection on this one. I really think this is Narciso's masterpiece. Let me see if I can try the musk one. I will also review it. Narciso Rodriguez for him, EDP. Number 4. Number 5, YSL Nuit De L'homme. That's it. It doesn't need any introduction. Number 6, cheat. Pure Malt and Pure Havane. Fortunately enough for me, I got to try all their formulation. These are the 2 bottles that are remaining with me. This is Pure Havane, the very first vintage formulation, and the juice level is very down here. I don't think I will be able to find this bottle that easily, but if I do, I'll get a backup when this runs out. If you cannot get the vintage, get a Thierry Mugler version at least. Those are still possible to find, but Mugler version, if you get, they are not bad, but they get a little bit weaker over every formulation. That's what happens. And the Pure Malt, this is my Thierry Mugler version. I got it in 2016. My sister brought it from UK. So these two, I cannot choose one over the other. Some of the best designers in the game. Okay, so those are Pure Malt and Pure Havane. Next, I'll never ever leave this baby. Kouros, King Kouros. This is animalic, this is clean, this is dirty, this is everything in a fragrance I really love. It's really something. It is an attention grabber. It destroys everybody's fragrance, and it's just like so ballsy. Just that's it. I love this fragrance. Like so much. I do not have a vintage, obviously, but I love rocking this. This is like a 24 hours fragrance on me. Okay, YSL Kouros, one of the best of all time. Next, here is a new entry. This is interesting because some of the new fragrances actually squeeze inside the list, and it makes me happy. Armani Stronger With You, Intensely. I showed you yesterday, so no need to introduce this again. This is the Intensely version, and it's a little bit more sweeter. It's very close to Maison Margiela By the Fireplace with a better performance. Second thing is just little less smokier. This one doesn't have the smoking chestnut, but it's so sweet. If you are a fan of sweet fragrances, this is, I think, is the best, at least one of the best I ever sniffed. You really need to get it, like give it a try, get a sample. Stronger With You, Intensely by Armani. Next, cheating time. I love cheating time. These are my Bentleys. I recently reviewed them, and I said the original Bentley For Men, I still gave it 10, just like Bentley For Men Intense. Why? Bentley For Men Intense, if it's stronger, is it better? No, in my humble opinion, that's not the only category I look for. If you're looking for performance category, yeah, hands down, go for Intense. But the thing is, this is a little bit more wearable. You can wear this inside house, you can wear it in the workplace, and it's just so easy to wear, and it does have very good longevity. Not as much as this one or projection like this one, but this is more versatile. So you can pick one over the other. This is more sweet, boozy, and this is a little bit more animalic kind of aggressive leather, sandalwood, those kind of rugged booziness. But this is strictly winter. You can, I think, rock this in almost all year round, at least 8 to 10 months per year. Okay, Bentley For Men, Intense. Sorry. Okay, cheat after cheat after cheat. Okay, next category. You guys, many of you ask me, Joy, why don't you show me your Versace Purom anymore? And I cannot, because when I started off, that was always in my top list, top 10, top 20. And it's not like I do not like it, but I bought so many other fragrances. They give me better performance at times, because in Bangladesh, the heat and humidity, it's so intense. You'll be like needing something that lasts. So Versace Purom, always a classic, no doubt. That is a beautiful fragrance. You can always buy that. But I will suggest these two as freshies, two of the best freshies, because these fragrances have performance over 8 to 10 hours. This is Dolce & Gabbana, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Purom EDP, Eau Intense. Okay, the blue juice, see-through, say frosted glass. And this is like the EDP version. This is really long lasting. Okay, it's really intense, and it does take out the nasty pepper from the original. Empty it up like a lot with its citrus elements. So it's really nice. It's really aquatic and very beast mode. And Dior Sauvage, you guys know, no need to introduce this. This is beast mode. Okay, so those two I feel has to be in this list. Sorry. Next, this is you guys know Ultra Male. This is, luckily I have a backup bottle of the older formulation before Puig took over. You can get the new formulation, no problem. But I think this is one of the best fragrance. This has to be in the list. La Male was always in the list, but I think this actually took over La Male's place in my heart. So this is more sweeter, more stronger, potent, and like I get kind of like a pineapple from this. So I really love this. It's very fruity. I always get compliment on this. It's very unique as well. So Jean Paul Gaultier, Ultra Male. All right, hold on. Yeah, my throat is disturbing a little bit, so I kind of cleared it. Okay, next, Dior Intense. This is my new formulation 2019 with a new box design. No worries, guys. Still a very good performer. Of course, not as strong as before, but for the price what you get, this is gonna beat most of the designer fragrance out there for performance. And this is the one I always pick it over Dior Parfum, because I feel this is more wearable, this is more beautiful, it's more well balanced, it's not one direction. Like Dior Parfum, trust me, it's a beast. That fragrance it has so much leather and oud in it somewhat, and just animalic. You cannot pull it off in summer, but Dior Intense, you can pull it out anywhere. Winter time, summertime, all year round it works. So this is the best version of Dior, in my humble opinion. So Dior Intense is one of them, always gonna make the list. You guys know me. Next is my personal favorite, Secret Reveal. Now got discontinued. It has a wonderful bottle, and it has this boozy, sweet agave note, and perhaps leather, sweet leather. If you do like Ultra Male, if you like Eros, those kind of fragrances, this is on budget. Fantastic. It is like hands down one of the best fragrances Calvin Klein ever made in the even perfume game in the market. Even if you can find it nowadays in $30-$35, at least get one bottle or give it a sniff in the mall. I will humbly request it. I always push it because I always believe in this perfume. I'll have so many memories with it. Calvin Klein, Reveal for him. Next, I think second last cheat, then after that one more, then no more cheating. Versace with Noir, Versace Man, not Manu Fresh. This is the purple bottle. This I think is discontinued now, but it still can be had for good prices. And Versace with Noir, a little bit more pricey, but people call this, like compared this with Oud Wood by Tom Ford. I see also resemblance with Royal Oud because it has spiciness, it has some woody elements. But trust me, these two are very similar in nature at first. Then they go different direction on dry down. This is more tobacco, spicy, lavender. This one goes for woody, spicy, okay, on dry down. So there are two different fragrances with a similar sort of opening. I cannot leave out one. And try them, especially Versace Man is such a gem. It's a beast mode loud fragrance for nighttime. It's masculine, it's mysterious. No one smells like you when you rock this, okay? Signature scent worthy. Versace Noir, Versace Man. Next, one of the best fragrances. You're gonna be like, oh, why? But I love this. I cannot leave it out. Paco Rabanne 1 million. I have the whole line. I have the Absolutely Gold, Cologne, Privé, Lucky. They're all nice. I've smelled them all. But 1 million, something about 1 million. Every time you sniff it, give it a break, and then you sniff it again, you think this is really nice. People recognize it immediately. Paco Rabanne 1 million. You get complimented. I cannot leave out 1 million. This is huge success. You know, like perfume industry, this fragrance sells a lot still. Okay, Paco Rabanne 1 million, one of my favorite fragrances of all time. Last cheat of this year, and these two new babies made the entry, and I cannot leave them out. I just love them so much. I am gonna back it up. This is tobacco at its best. If you like honey, if you like benzoin, if you like vanilla, and if you like tobacco, check this fragrance out. 1821 Sweet Tobacco Spirits, man-made. And this is ST Dupont Perfect Tobacco. I recently reviewed both of them. Check out. Just something else, beast mode. This, especially this one, like Perfect Tobacco, it's loud, it's sweet, it's kind of like a dessert like. The vanilla is beautifully rounded there, and as well as like a kind of like a saffron touch in it. Just lovely. It's just the way I love my fragrance. Okay, these two definitely going into the top 20 designer list. Okay, we have 4 left. Next, very popular one, Terre d'Hermes, the big bottle. This is really masculine, like hunk. So this perfume, it's like a earthy orange with vetiver, and it gets kind of like a, like the fragrance is really beast mode. Performance category, this is really lovely. I have the whole line, I've reviewed the whole line, but I think Terre d'Hermes, yeah, definitely, it's really nice, but you really have to be patient. Do not be scared at first, okay, because it can be a little bit powdery, you know, like if you really smell it for the first time, you're not gonna like it, maybe. But once you see the dry down, let it dry down on your skin. Use it for 1 week or so, and then you'll see the beauty of Terre d'Hermes with the orange H at the bottom. Okay, EDT, one of the best ever in the game. Next, I have to put it in Acqua di Gio Essenza. Next to some of the heavy hitters, these are like, oh, they always are in the list. This is Dior Fahrenheit. I did wear this one as well as the Aqua Fahrenheit a lot this year, but the Aqua Fahrenheit couldn't beat the beauty of original Fahrenheit. It is still Dior's best perfume alongside Dior Homme Intense. These two are my favorite. So Dior Homme Intense, Dior Fahrenheit is a classic, and it's a top seller of all time. Okay, Dior Fahrenheit. Last one to finish up the list, Black Orchid by Tom Ford. Yeah, Noir Extreme is missing. It's right there at the back. I was gonna put it, but I'm like, yeah, too many ties. But Noir Extreme is awesome. But Black Orchid, something about it is just beast. When winter is here, I just put one spray. That's it. My winter evenings are always special. It's just creamy, chocolatey, mysterious, truffles, lovely little mysterious fragrance. Definitely give it a try. Black Orchid, this is the EDP version, I think. Yeah, this is the EDP. There's also EDT, but I like the EDP more. Really something else. Really, just there's nothing of this quality in the market at this moment. All right, so Black Orchid by Tom Ford from their designer line. Those are my top 20 with a lot of cheating. Some of the best designer fragrances at this moment in the year end updated. So do try them out, and thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I will hopefully continue my work, but I have not many videos left for this year, so perhaps then I can little bit relax. I'll see you soon. Enjoy your festive seasons and enjoy your winter chills. Bye bye.